Hey guys, welcome back to another Magma Bundle episode. I'm sure you're glad you're here because you want more content on the Magma Bundle. Now, a few of you have been asking, one, when the beta release of the Magma Bundle will be released, and I was thinking, that's a good thing to talk about. So this episode, I'm going to show you some more things that are not coming in this episode, that are not going into the Magma Bundle Beta 1.0.1. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, if you wonder why I have haste, you'll see why. So the things that are being added in the Beta 0.1 are things I'm going to show you today. These are. Oh, ignore the mob spawners, and that's it. Jungle Reapers next, you get the idea. The mini mobs, yes, mini mobs that have been added to the game. Now, these mini mobs have nothing to do with my good old mobs. These mobs are extreme to fight, have special effects like this, where I don't know if you can complete this or not. But pretty much almost impossible. So, well, not impossible. They're still pretty hard though. But for some reason, oh yeah, he spat out webs because I made him. He's able to do that now. So he also has this really cool effect. So without further ado, let's clear all our effects. And that was weird, but let's just kill off the skitter so we can actually go to the video. So this episode is going to introduce the mini mobs, and those mini mobs include the Jungle Reaper, the Nether Scribe, the Smite Swordsman, the and whatever. So the new mobs. Here are their new heads. So that's Jungle Reaper, that's the Nether Scribe, that's Smite Swordsman, this is the Slime Tamer, and this is the Brazen Bull. Yes, the new mobs being added. Well, these are all new mobs. Well, yeah, get it right. So, these new mobs are in the order that I listed them. Jungle Reaper, Nether Scribe, and anyways. So I'm going to grab a few golden apples, and I'm just going to fight these all. Now, these mobs are mini, which means they have no fight, almost no fight, means they have no special effects. Oh gosh, jeez, I don't know how I would end up like that. So these mobs have almost no special effects. They're pretty much just like full on. You just either charge or shoot them with a bow. There's no strategy with these mobs. But I'm gonna just hold on until I regen. So this first mob is probably the easiest of the bunch. Is the Jungle Reaper. The Jungle Reaper does have effects like potion effects, but it doesn't have like area of effects. So let's just finish off this first mob. So the first mob is the Jungle Reaper. The Jungle Reaper, all these mobs, by the way, have special drops, so you want to go for these drops. So this guy, he's pretty fast. He's swiftness 4, I believe, or swiftness 3 or swiftness 4. But this guy is like a charger. He will come at you, and he has 2 special drops, and he does about a heart of damage, so pretty, powerful, but not too powerful. Oh gosh, what happened? So this guy, not powerful whatsoever, well, with strength. He only takes 3 hits to kill, and if you use strategy and you just hit him with a critical hit, he'll die with 2. Now he drops bones, arrows, and these 2 special drops right here. These 2 drops are as follows. The Jungle Swiper, which has efficiency 8 on it. So you definitely use this for your farming stuff. Oh gosh dang it, it's raining. So this other drop is probably a little bit more useful. It is the Seeds of the Jungle. Now this has protection 1 just for the lure, or the effect. So that when you have it in your main hand, you have 100% knockback resistance, which means you will not take any knockback from these dudes. Well, it might, because it's just stupid. Yeah, I still take knockback, but you, on the other hand, it's better because, anyway, let me see. Okay, I got a better one. So this one, the Seed of the Jungle, that's not all it does. The other thing is, if you put it in your offhand, it will give you 30 max health. So if I put it in my offhand, I get 3 extra hearts, and that's it. That's really it. So I can just fight all these guys all day. I can literally fight. Oh yeah, he drops his chest plate sometimes. But rarely he drops his chest plate. But, and he also, rarely he drops his, head, which is a little bit it's a little bit gruesome, but it's still okay. So this next mob is probably one of my favorites by looks, not by design, by looks. So this mob is the Nether Scribe. The Nether Scribe is a zombie wearing like robes and whatnot. He has a very, very special drop. It's actually that book. Now you're like, Brian, how is that a good drop? Like his sword, it's just fire spec. Look. Oh, is it? I thought it was fire spec. But anyways, he also has a lot of damage, so he's kind of like a brute, but he's also very weak. You'll kill him in a couple of hits, and see, boom, boom, he's already dead. So he dropped the thing we were looking for, and that is the Scribe's text. I mean, he'll drop his tunic too, but pretty useless in the long run. But the thing you're looking for this mob is the book, which is the Scribe's text. When I was trying to make this mob, I actually messed up the text, so it's a little bit more confusing, and I actually kind of like it when it's this way, because you can't tell what these things are. You're like, Brian, what are these things? Coordinates. Yes, my friends, coordinates. Now, in the future releases of the Magma Bundle, these will have use. The coordinates currently do not have use. Sad, I know, but they will eventually. These are supposed to be coordinates to random diamond blocks that actually will spawn in your world. So if you actually manage to find one, you are extremely lucky, because there are only two diamond blocks that spawn in the world. Ancient magma diamond blocks, that's probably what they're going to be called. Ancient diamond blocks, or whatever they're called. So there are only 2 in the world. Now you're like, I can't read this. I can't tell. That's the puzzle. You're gonna have to travel to the coordinates you guess. Pretty difficult, right? Well, there's one more coordinate. You see, this one. This is the 3rd coordinate. You're like, you said there were only 2. Well, remember that first mob the first mob I ever made? You know, this guy right here. I'm not gonna open it because he's probably gonna kill me. But the Wither Guardian, right? Well, my friends, the Wither Guardian will actually spawn at this coordinate right here, 455-103. Of course, not now because I don't have it operating, but that will change in the near future. This is only temporary, so the Scribe's text will then become useful only for the diamond blocks. But the only way right now in the official release of the Wither Guardian in the Magma Bundle, which is probably going to be later on, the mobs I'm nowhere near done, I'm sorry, but the other, oh gosh, here a creeper, boom, boom, boom. Alright, so this will become only useful for the diamond blocks, and when the Wither Guardian is first released, it is going to spawn always at these coordinates, so you can travel to those coordinates for that thing, for the Wither Guardian. But then later on in the future, it's going to spawn, you're going to be able to spawn it by dropping, where is it? So let's just grab, let's just give ourselves, I don't know, coal block. Coal block. Alright, so let's just give ourselves a coal block, and it's say this is the Haiti block. Yes, Haiti block. You heard me, Haiti block. There's a new block. There's going to be a new block called the Haiti block, and it's going to be the thing you're going to be able to summon in. It's the only thing in the future. It's going to be the thing that'll you have to summon it in with. So you're going to have to actually give yourselves a few materials. So you're going to have to make a shrine out of gold and diamond, drop the Haiti block in the middle, which is the coal temporarily, and you're going to have to drop a whole stack of bone blocks and a whole stack of coal. Oh, I missed that terribly. But you're going to have to drop a whole stack of coal, just coal, not coal blocks. And you're going to have to drop a whole stack of bone blocks, and you'll be able to summon in, and you fight him and whatnot. But this is for temporary. Before I get this, the coordinate way is going to be able to the way you're going to be able to summon him. Now, getting a little off topic, this next mob is the Smite Swordsman. Now his drop is absolutely amazing, probably the best one. So if you hit this button, you will get the Smite Swordsman. Now he's pretty fast, like I'm walking backwards at normal speeds, and he's kind of catching up to me. So no fight, I think he has like 20 health, just like a player, and oh boy, he has two special drops, one way more valuable than the other. Now you're like, it's probably the sword. Well, you're correct. It's the sword that you're looking for. The snowball is So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have to kill him whatever way you like. I'd use taking him out a bow, and he dropped everything we wanted. So the first thing he dropped is the chest plate that he wears, and it just has protection 1. Okay, so useless. So this next thing is the enchanted snowball, which has sharpness 1. Yeah, useless. But this last drop is extremely useful. It is the Smite Dagger. The Smite Dagger, Smite level 100. You'll pretty much kill zombies and skeletons immediately. I mean, I don't know how well it works on other mobs, like witches and stuff. Hey, you don't draw that stuff on me, you hear? You hear? Okay, you know what? Screw you, I'm just gonna fly over here. So, do you see me still? Oh, he sees me still. Oh boy. Oh, I killed him. Yay. But basically, Smite Dagger, it always comes untouched when you drop it, or when he drops it. So kind of useful. Yeah, well, it is really useful, especially taking out for the Wither Guardian. So this next mob is the Slime Tamer. Absolutely no fight whatsoever. He just has a golden hoe, and he does 1 heart of damage every time. Now you see, one drop is more popular, more valuable than the other. And can you guess which one it is? Believe it or not, it's actually the slime egg. So when you kill the guy, he has like 25 health, I think. He has no knockback. Oh, he didn't drop it. But he also drops a golden hoe that gives you max health when you hold it. Gives you 1 more heart than the Seeds of the Jungle. So, you're looking for a extreme heart thing, go to the Slime Tamer. So, if you can just drop your slime friends, please. Please. Okay, yeah, he dropped them all. So you will drop a total of 6 slime eggs all the time. He will always drop 6, no matter what. So they actually are spawn Old King servants. And you're like, that sounds familiar to the Old King slime from the More Mobs module. Well, you're correct. So the way the Old King slime is going to be made, well, he's already made. I'm not finished with him, though. So you're going to have to summon in 100 spawn Old King servants. That's why you have to continuously go to the Slime Tamer. So you have to keep them alive as well. So you can't kill them, which is kind of bad. And you have to keep them alive. I'd put them in a cage if I were you. But, I mean, these guys are just, whatever. If once you spawn in 100, the Old King Slime will spawn in. And I just figured out how to add, loot tables. So that's great. Which means I can add new things to the mobs. Great stuff. Which is, actually is really great. Because now I can figure out how to add like loot drops, like to the the Soul Keeper. You can drop like soul sand or something. I don't know. But basically, these guys are super annoying. But I'll just ignore you. So the next mob and the last one, gotta be my second favorite, is the Brazen, requested by Mr. Videotape Collector Man. Now this one is different. Now it's actually a bull that'll come charging towards you. It's pretty fast too. Also not a fight. So pretty fast. He has 2 special drops, sword and the enchanted coal. So if I can just kill him. He also has thorns on his chest plate. So I killed him. He didn't drop the sword, but he dropped the coal block. Now he also dropped his chest plate, which is broken probably. Oh yeah, protection 1, fire protection 5, thorns 1. Now this is the special drop right here. And what is it, you ask? Abstract of the Lost Scorpion. Now you're like, what the heck? What is this? Now, it actually is requested as well, and actually what it does is, can they see me? Okay, no, they can't see me anymore. So basically what it does is, it's pretty cool. when it's in your offhand, you get max health, speed, and attack damage. So those slimes over there, they're about to face their. Okay, no, I thought they all just spawned, but they're all gonna die. So when I put this in here, when I put this in my wait a second. Oh, so here's the downside. You can't like fight the mobs and attack at the same time. That'd be a little bit too OP. So what I've done is you have to hold it in your on your main hand. So it'll give you 3 hearts, it'll give you a lot of speed, and it will give you a little bit more attack damage. So you have to actually like hit them with the block, otherwise it won't work. Like if you put it in your offhand, it will not work. It has to be, you have to be holding it. And these slimes, well, they're weak, so they're dead anyways. So can you die? There we go. Last one. Yay! It was a final kill. So all those mini mobs are very neat and all. Well, that's not the. Well, yeah, it is, I guess. But there are other 2 modules that I want to show to you, but I'm going to show to you in the next episode, and that is this module that I'm working on, and that module I'm working on. I might have reviewed it in a past episode. I think it was episode 2, but that was just a beta test. That was an alpha beta test. Now I'm actually almost officially releasing it. So, and you're probably wondering those next, you know, like the the releases. What modules are going to be in the release? Well, this module will be in the release. And the more mini mobs, and actually have the Jungle Reaper is actually up and running already. I just got to do these other 4, these 4 right here. If you find a Jungle Reaper just randomly in the world while I'm talking, that's good because they're naturally spawning. Now, this next module over here, get this, more ORES. Yes, more ORES. 6 brand new ORES that are being added into the game. So let's just go to game mode 1 so I can demonstrably. What was that? That's not even a word. So let me go into game mode 1, which I already did. Now, you're like, these aren't ORES. These are armor stands that aren't turning, that have armor stands in them, that have colored boots. Well, my friends, I haven't put on the resource pack. Let me put that on. It's actually made by Codecrafted. I actually made a video about Codecrafted where I make my own special blocks. And there you have it, folks. The new ORES being added into the game. Now you're like, how the heck did you do this? Well, it's easy. All you have to do is check out that video I made about it. I actually made it a couple of months ago, so you can go check out that video I made. It's called what is it called? Adding new blocks into Minecraft. I forget what it's called, but I'm gonna go through all these ORES demonstratively, and yeah. So these are all very cool ORES. So actually, I use weather so much. So weather, clear. It's really loud too. So this first ore we're gonna review is the zinc ore. Just plain old zinc ore. It's not new, and it just, so you're wondering, yeah, it'll spawn naturally, by the way. It's not like you're gonna have to get some commands or whatever. So zinc ore has a brownish texture, so, and that's pretty much it. And it drops zinc when you mine it. So this next one is actually a made up one. It's called a cradium ore. So it's green with lapis texture, and it gives you a cradium when it drops. So basically all these drops are the same as the name. So this next one's also made up. It's called Ijarian ore, which is a prequel to the mob I'm adding. So it's called Ijarian ore. It's green with a purple texture. Odd in a way, but it's just creative, you know. And if you wonder what these do, they just give you the command block that'll just put all these ores down. So basically, like, I think, what are they? I think it's half and half. 3 of them are made up, and 3 of them are real. Is it? No, it's 2 and 4. Zinc ore and this other one, which I'm gonna get to. So this next one is sapphire ore, whatever you want to call it. So it's blue, it has the emerald texture, and it's pretty cool. And I just put the lapis down here so I can compare it to the other blue brother block. Kind of like, yeah, lapis, sapphire, kind of look familiar in color, but yeah, and it drops sapphire when you mine it with ore. Now currently it doesn't do that right now. I can run commands that do that. So this next one is Lemmus Fire ore. I created it and it's yellow. It drops lemon fire. That's it. It's just a made up thing. It's just an excuse for a yellow ore. I'm sorry. And it can be used in some crafting recipes, which are over there. And this last one is Euphorium ore. Now this one is blue and has green lapis texture. So a little bit different from a cratium ore. And yeah, and then in here are just all the named command blocks that actually put down these things. So that is pretty much gonna wrap it up for today's episode. I'm gonna make a video or I don't know about tomorrow, but probably gonna make a Tempest Box video tomorrow because I haven't done it in so long. And I'm gonna review this, and I'm gonna review this, and then probably the next episode I'm probably gonna be wrapping it up for the first season, because you know each season's gonna be, oh god, now it's loud. So each season's gonna be if the span between first release of the Magma Bundle and the second release. So the season's coming up to an end. So about episode 8 is gonna, oh shoot. Episode 8 I think is gonna be the end of the series. Season 2 will come out soon, and we'll release some more modules that I think are gonna be cool. So without further ado, we're just gonna show you really quick what these modules are gonna be added in beta 0.1. So the mini mobs module definitely will be added in 0.1. This one, the upgraded blocks module, will be added. And this one over here, which I haven't gotten to yet, but I will release it. It's not that complicated, really. It's just 2 to 3 command blocks for each thing. Now, before I wrap this up, I want to show you this really quick. So you remember the reinforced iron that I made? Well, get a load of this. Guess what it does now? Oh yeah, baby. Oh god, that's loud. Okay, so basically, it actually has its own particle effect, and actually plays its own sound, but it's so loud. I have to fix that. It can't be that, just continuously. So, when you step on it, it's a particle effect, and it actually makes noise, and you're wondering, how the heck are you doing that? Well, I think it's over here, isn't it? Yeah. So, the sound command is right here, so it's place sound block and will destroy block RP brine, and then coordinates for it. So it just basically is whenever you step on it, it activates. So that's pretty much gonna be the release that by the way, I kind of raged at this thing because I don't like it anymore. I don't like this module anymore because I'm gonna use a different one. I don't know if this is gonna fit in a 1 command. I'm sorry. It's probably gonna be a structure block, which means you have to download the file. I'm super sorry about that, but okay, well, my mic stopped. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's pretty much gonna wrap up this episode of the the Magma Bundle. So I'll see you all in the near future, and I'll show you this module I just flew by. Bye.